Odds are you've seen Richard Kelly out cycling around, maybe on wide open roads like this or buzzing around the streets of Billings. You likely didn't know his name, but you also likely haven't forgotten his upper body strength.
I ended up putting on close to 3,000 miles last year.
And that's not a guess.
I have a computerized odometer, so it runs from right here, and there's a magnet right there.
Richard Kelly can't stand to sit idle. For years now, even a couple decades, he's been burning rubber around the roads of Yellowstone County.
I have around 78,000 miles put on it.
Now let that sink in. 78,000. That's more mileage on his cycle than a lot of people put on a vehicle. Richard says he's been at it since age 6, and it's not pedaling, it's pushing without the use of his legs.
I go across like this, and then I have these foot rests like this.
Richard suffered a brain tumor at 18 months, and the ramifications shot down his spinal cord. Doctors told his family Richard suffered from child rheumatoid arthritis in his hip, so they put him in traction. His dad explains that when doctors released the traction, Richard had lost function in both legs. For the next 2 years, he endured surgeries, chemo, and radiation. When he came out the other side, he was ready to roll, and now at age 33 hasn't stopped.
Just to get me out and keep myself going and active.
When Richard's not cycling, odds are he's working. This is the library at MSU Billings, where he helps his mom and dad with custodial services.
I showed them where I can reach and not reach and stuff like that. During the summertime when it's not busy and all the kids are out, I'll wipe down all the bookshelves and everything to keep me busy.
He's also spent the last 14 years working at the dollar store. After work, here's how Dad helps him unload the cycle from his pickup bed and swap it for the wheelchair. Oh, and one other critical accessory.
I need in my truck is my Bluetooth speaker.
Richard recalls his early Special Olympics events filled with wheelchair races. Over time, he says they became too short, and he became more competitive. His collection of medals speaks for itself. That fire evolved into cycling, where to this day he holds his own against traditional cyclists. His sheer upper body strength is outrageous. Richard says he'll push his way up the steep incline of Airport Hill, then turn around and fly right down it.
I got up to about 42 miles an hour. Horses don't bother me.
And in the event of a flat tire...
Well, you know, I was hoping AAA would work.
AAA, talk about a great idea. Worst case, he calls Dad for help. As you might imagine, Ricardo, as some of his buddies call him, hears his share of friendly horn taps around town.
A couple cars honking at me, semi-truck blaring their horns.
Even better, Richard says he'd love to return the favor by startling people with, of all things, a train horn on his rig.
I see that all the time on Facebook. Someone will hook it up to their vehicle, scare the crap out of people.
Consider that fair warning. Scott Breen, MTN News.
27th gear right now.